Hello everybody and welcome back to the Pokemon Red version Nuzlocke with a TCG twist. My name's Tetsu and, well, we're about to get started. Alright, so last time we actually got past Brock and we instantly get an encounter. That's nice. Oh, and it's a Rattata! Yeah! Alright, we got 10 Pokeballs. Let's do this! Okay, we know that this thing is a 3-hit KO. I'm kind of worried of... I'm gonna use a Pokeball. But, anyway. Like I was saying last time, we ended up... And there we go. Last time, we ended up beating Brock, actually, along with the junior trainer, both in fairly interesting battles. But when I was on Route 3, gosh dang it, I ended up doing something really stupid. I ended up just pressing buttons too fast, and I had Nidoran female growl. Going from the rules here, in the top left for my character, my in-game character, not so much for me sitting in the chair. Anyway, what was I talking about? Right. So, deferring to the rules, what am I? Chusky, I think, is what I was going for here. There we go. Because why not? But anyway, moving on, like I was saying. Deferring to the rules because I did that growl during a trainer battle. I decided to reset because that goes against the using moves that are not a part of a Pokemon's card from the TCG. So yeah, unfortunately, because of that, I ended up screwing that up. So had to start over if I wanted to be consistent. Let me go to the Pokemon Center right quick before I do this, because heaven knows I do not want to wind up in a situation where I lose anybody if I can help it. All right, so what to look for this time? Well, first off, we got a Rattata on Route 1. That's actually very good, because it means we can immediately go to Route 22 and go for either a Spearow, a Nidoran male, or Nidoran female. Out of the two, I'm thinking Nidoran male and Spearow are the best possible catches there. Nidoran female's not bad, and there's a Nidoran male. Female's not bad, but I think she's more geared toward the late game than anything else. Ooh, that's a crit. Can we catch it from here? Maybe? Come on. 1, 2, 3? Yeah, alright! That's 2 throws, 2 catches. That's good. Alright. And you are... What are we going to name you? This is going pretty quickly so far. We shall call you... Well, eventually you're supposed to be a Nidoking, so let's just use the wholly original name. King. Trademark. Sure. That's funny. Completely pointless. Alright, let's go. Let's go. But yeah, we've already gotten 2 of our captures, which is very good. Now we can head up to Route 2. Pardon me, sir. Let's see, what can we get here? Can we get a Weedle? That would be good. That's Pidgey. Dang. If we could have gotten a Weedle, that would have meant that in Viridian Forest, we would have had a chance to get... we could skip Weedle and Kakuna encounters and either get Metapod, Caterpie, or hopefully Pikachu. Now, Caterpie and Metapod would be more or less useless, since the only way you'd be able to use them is when you evolve to Butterfree, which admittedly doesn't really take that long. But Butterfree from its card can only do two things. Whirlwind, which I'm not 100% sure it can learn. It probably does, but I'd have to look at that again. And Mega Drain. So, let's see. We shall name you... Pidge. There we go. Alright then. Actually, not particularly liking that, but let's go ahead. So, once again, I've got no attackers outside of Charmander. That's not particularly good. Come on. We gotta get some luck. Come on. We can do this. We can do this. We can do this. We can do this. Come on. But I'm kicking myself. I really should not have done that. All right, what do we get? What do we get? And it's a Kakuna. Freaking hell. I mean, at the very least, it won't attack us back. So, there's that, I suppose. Oh, and from last time, I'm pretty sure everyone has made it, has seen it on screen. I've actually kept the animations going simply because I figured it'd be a bit more entertaining for people to, see. Because mainly the only reason you take down the animations is... Ooh, that's crit. So you can... Now, I should be able to catch it from here, right? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, okay. Alright. It's not amazing. I think I'm probably going to skip the junior trainer this time, because... There's really no way that I'm beating him this time. We shall call you Sting. Sure. Highly generic. Okay. So where to from here? Well, we've got to train, because in my second attempt, I learned pretty quickly that Char is not really good with dealing with Weedle and Caterpie. Not at one after the other, for sure. So, right now, we're just gonna have to do a little bit of training. Actually, I forgot to grab the antidote, didn't I? Well, hopefully we can get through this battle without too much hassle. Are we still faster? Yes. Okay. There we go. 3-hit KO. Alright, level 8. Good. So we just need one more level and we will be fine. Actually, let me go grab that antidote right quick while I'm actually thinking about it, because, yeah, if we get poisoned, then we are kind of boned. We've got some potions to stave off the poison, but I'd rather save those for important stuff. Now, I can't use items in battle, but I can certainly use them outside of it. So, that is a thing. Okay, we got a Kakuna. Now, there is... I'm gonna run away from that. There is something to be said for taking on Rattata and Pidgey, because while you do get far more experience from Kakuna, they take a lot more time to deal with unless you get some decent crit luck. So I think I'm going to go down and actually take those on rather than deal with the Kakuna, mainly just for the sake of speed. I might not be getting nearly as much in the way of experience, but, and this is an interesting bit, vaguely from what I understand, and it's admittedly been a while, so take what I'm about to say with a grain of salt, but when I looked at this once before, the way Pokemon, at least in the first generation, get their get their stats, is whenever they level up, their stats completely reset, and all the added DVs from their opponent are put into your Pokemon. I don't know if that's exactly how it works, but I think that's close enough. And admittedly, while Kakuna would definitely get some good defense DVs, I'm really looking more for like attack and speed, the general stuff. So another Pidgey, kind of hoping for Rattata here. Maybe I should go to Route 22 to do some of this. Another Gust. Scratch. Once we get high enough level, we can actually do the rival fight, which is not difficult, really. Let's see. I'm going to heal first, and then I'll go over there. There is a optional rival fight you can do over here in Route 22. Fun fact, there are 2 battles you can actually do over here. One is this optional rival battle, which you actually you really don't need to do if you don't want to. You can literally just bypass it by not going over here. And the second is a mandatory battle, but what's kind of funny is the fact that the data that these 2 individual NPCs share is actually quite similar. What I mean by that is while the mandatory rival has all of his high-level Pokemon, he actually has potions instead of super or hyper potions, as you would think he would have, considering. It's actually quite funny when you think about it. Okay. Tackle. Didn't do too much. 34 experience. Not bad. Alright. Ta-ta. This should be a 2-hit KO, right? Yes. And that was a crit. That was a crit. Okay. Well, things are going not amazing right now, if I want to be honest. Okay, we did learn Ember. I'm going to go face the trainers in the woods, and then I'll come back and I'll deal with the rival. Hopefully I'll have enough experience for that to work. Let's see. I am actually kind of sad that we haven't gotten. I'm gonna probably have to train these guys up to some extent. For example, Sting is. I mean, I'm probably gonna have to train all of them up if I'm gonna be fair, but Sting's probably the main one because while it unfortunately because it's a Kakuna and not a Weedle, Beedrill won't have access to Poison Sting, so that is unfortunate. So it'll only have Twin Needle to use, and it doesn't have nearly as many power points as Poison Sting does. So that is something to bear in mind for this kind of thing. Alright, Kettle, let's go. Hopefully we can avoid poison. Again, we do have antidotes. Ember. Alright, one down. Oh, I forgot to set it to switch to set mode. Okay, that's good. That's good to know. That's very good to know, actually. I do need to put that back on. Let's see. I'll do that right after this battle. Alright, come on, Kettle. Ember. Alright. 2 down. Bug catcher is dealt with. There we go. I'm pretty sure... Yeah, there's not an item up here. There is you, though. So basically what I'm looking for is I want to be level 14 this go around. I admittedly got pretty lucky when it came to Onyx because my burn luck was actually amazing. It was like really freaking amazing. That actually allowed me to stave off its bide a few turns because Brock, the way the AI works is that it will use a full heal in place of the attack that the Pokemon would use. And the poison. Ah, dang, that's not good. Now, luckily, because this is Gen 1 poison, it's not actually all that great. What it does do, however, and I forgot to set it. Dang it. Okay, so I'm going to go back out to Sting. Basically, whenever you knock a Pokemon out, you actually don't feel the effects of poison. So that's something to bear in mind. Now, I am going to feel it this turn because I switched in. But as you can see, it's only dealing 1 damage. So yeah, it's definitely not all that great. Now, this is going to give us a lot of experience. And dang. Oh, it got burned. Okay. But I did take a poison. There we go. Sting level 7. Alright. And we're now level 10. That's actually very good. Cool. And I'm going to keep you in here because... dang it. I mean, there's another reason why doing it on set mode for this kind of thing is probably better, because having that text box continue to come onto the screen is probably not that visually appealing. So, Poison Sting. There we go. And Ember. So I need the antidote. I need the potion. And I need to set up set mode. Set up set mode. Anyway. Alright. Okay, options. Fast text speed. Animations on. Let's go for set. There we go. 1 antidote. There we go. And cured of poison. Let's give you a potion as well. That way we can continue on without really any issue. There we go. There's another antidote. I don't believe there's anything over there. So we're going to head down this way and basically just take on anything that gets in our way, which in Viridian Forest is a bit of a it's not as constant as usual. since, if I remember correctly, supposedly only a few tiles actually do have and the ability to have encounters in them, and I think it's only like a small percentage chance as well. So you can actually go a while without seeing anything if you're lucky, I think, is a good way to put it. Alright, so we got the last trainer here with its Weedle. And we're going to switch out into Kettle. Let's go. And I did end up checking. Apparently, it's one... Ooh, that's a crit. And I'm poisoned. Amazing. Yamba! Get in. That is not good. Alright. Can I make it to the Pokemon Center? $16. $15. Okay, so yeah, we should be able to make it. Alright, here we go. Now, unlike last time when we fight Brock, we're not going to have another attacker. We have to completely rely on Blue. Now, to be fair, Clutch didn't necessarily do much in the game, like in the battle anyway. It, like I said, was completely up to Blue to do. Let's see, stats. Special is not looking great, if I want to be honest. It's 18. That's pretty bad. We are going to have to do some more training. And I really, really don't want to deal with... Honestly, I'm not entirely sure I want to fight the rival yet with only level 10. Maybe we'll get some encounters along the way. It doesn't look like it, though, which is a bit sad. Oh, got one. And it's Pikachu. Yeah, I'm kind of sad. Like, these are very rare to find. And I'm really kind of sad that it is, mainly because Pikachu actually gets okay, so within the Pokemon trading card game for Game Boy Color, there are some Pokemon that have many variant cards. So, what I guess you could say, what you could ask, I suppose, is how the rules work for that. Well, to put it bluntly, there's the way that works is that you should be allowed to use all the moves that any of those cards have. Now, you might give you might reasonably ask, why? Like, is that a good idea? Because doesn't it just make it like those Pokemon more powerful? I mean, potentially. But, for example, let's take Pikachu and actually Jigglypuff, who also has very few different variations of those of cards. Pikachu, technically, if I remember correctly, there are only 2 moves that it can actually use. And both of them belong to the same card. That being Thunder Shock and Growl, which is actually pretty good. Growl, not so much Thunder Shock. Thunder Shock would definitely be good for Misty's gym, but not so much for, Brock, of course. Let's see, I'm gonna switch over to Kettle. Gonna do some training. But basically the whole idea is, outside of that, the only other move, technically, you could say, Pikachu has access to is Surf. And if I'm not mistaken, a surfing Pikachu is not something that you can actually get in game. I'm pretty sure you have to trade it from Pokemon Stadium for that to work. Or you have to trade it from somewhere. I'm not 100% sure how that works, but I'm more than willing to bet that you can't get it in game, at least not legitimately. And here's a Spearow that I've been fighting for a few moments. Well, I'm not... Well, Scratch? Will that finish you off? Yeah, okay. Preserve a little bit. Okay, Sting's level 8. That's good. Yeah, a little bit of training. Battled a few people actually, and we're able to get things moving right along. Okay, so we got another Nidoran male. Come on, Kettle, let's go. Alright, fight, Ember. That's a crit. Okay, cool. Now, obviously, we're not getting nearly as much experience as we would from Kakuna. But once we evolve, once Sting evolves, hopefully its stats are pretty decent altogether. That would be very good, actually. Actually, how much is Scratch gonna do? 2 hit. Okay. Alright, level 11. I think I want to wait until Sting evolves before I face the rival. And admittedly, that's me just being a bit overly cautious because the rival has a Pidgey. And that Pidgey can use Sand Attack. One of the other Pokemon he has is Squirtle, and it's going to have Bubble. And that, admittedly, is that's something I kind of don't want to deal with. Because, again, I don't have another Pokemon that can actually fight it. So, that will be something to bear in mind. And now that I've stated that, I really am actually kind of tempted to avoid the rival fight. If I had another Pokemon that I could actually use, I would probably just say screw it, because I could actually switch into something else if I really need to. But I don't really have that. I don't really have that here. Well, I suppose I could switch between two lesser Pokemon that I don't really need, and just trade them off for an advantage. But doing that so early on, I think is just a bit of a waste. Let's see. No. I need to pay attention, because I really don't want to do that that again. Now, in a wild battle, I can actually just run away from them, so that's not actually that big of a deal. Very nearly. There we go. Okay. Nope. This way. I need all the experience I can get. Come on. Alright, that's just about it for this episode. I actually made a lot more progress than I did in the first 2 episodes. So, that's something, I suppose. I'm going to do a bit of training and get as many of the Pokemon I can up to snuff before I take on the first rival, and then Brock. like I said, I'm going to probably skip the junior trainer this time around, because with only one attacker, I don't want to risk it. Going against Brock is also a risk, but At any rate, I hope you guys have enjoyed this, the next reset. Hopefully we can avoid it this time. Until then, everyone, like, subscribe, you know the shtick, comment down below, and yeah, have a good week, everybody. Till later. Bye!